Hi all. Today we are going to discussing about different types of learning method in artificial intelligence one by one. Okay, we can see first one analogical reasoning. Analogical reasoning is a cognitive process in which individuals use already existing knowledge about object or situation to anticipate what they think will happen when they encounter similar object or situation. Okay, we can see one example of analogical reasoning. Artificial intelligence has started to incorporate these kinds of learning to make sense of vast amount of data that accumulate. One example of analogical reasoning, use of drone footage to help footage to predict whether a gas and oil pipeline leak might occur. The second learning method is explanation based learning. Explanation-based learning is a machine learning technique which concerns building model from given data by using logical reasoning to extend initial finite data samples to fully generality. Okay, we can see one example of explanation-based learning. Uh, to play chess by storing general principles about how chess pieces moves and react to certain board position instead of memorizing specific moves. Next learning method is general learning model. First one, perception. The general learning model starts with perception. This is the point at which an AI system collects information from its environment through sensor. Concept formation. The next stage is concept formation, which entails breaking the information down into specific units and growing it together into more complex concept. And third one is decision making. Decision making is the third stage where AI system analyzes the information it has gathered and makes decision based on that analyze. And the fourth one is performance and feedback. The final stage of general learning model is performance and feedback, where an AI system evaluates the output and correct mistakes to improve its performance and future. And the next learning method is genetic algorithm. Genetic algorithm is a machine learning technique that uses a set of rules evolves population of solution gradually. It is based on Charles Darwin theory of evaluation and natural selection. You can see one example of genetic algorithm. The automotive industry uses genetic algorithm to optimize design for fuel efficiency, safety, and performance. Car manufacturers can feed genetic algorithm with sets of criteria and test value for things like suspension geometry, engine tuning, and weight distribution. We can see another learning method is knowledge acquisition. Knowledge source. Knowledge acquisition is a process of acquiring domain-specific knowledge about a task that an AI system will perform. One model for knowledge acquisition is based on the premise that knowledge comes from different sources, including domain expert knowledge base, scientific, scientific literatures, and historical data. Integration and reasoning. This acquired knowledge is then integrated and reason to form a coherent knowledge base that an AI system can utilize to make intelligent decision. Application. Knowledge created through integration of multiple sources can apply many different contexts, including computer systems that diagnose diseases or provide legal advice. And the next learning method is learning automata. Learning automata is a concept that deals with the system that can learn from their actions and modify their behavior in response to feedback. You can see one example of learning automata. The Google AdWords system is a good example for an algorithm that uses learning automata to learn from users' actions and modify behavior accordingly to make sure that the user sees relevant ads for their search teams. Okay, next we can see the different machine learning methods one by one. First of all, supervised learning use labeled data to make predictions about unseen data. Example, predicting house price. Given a data sets of labeled house and features like square footage, number of bedrooms, and locations. A supervised learning algorithm can train to predict the price of new unseen house based on the features. Okay, second one is unsupervised learning. Basically, unsupervised learning is unlabeled data to find pattern and relationships in the data. You can see one example: customer segmentation gives an datasets customer purchase, and unsupervised learning algorithm can train group similar customer together based on their purchase history. This can help business target specific groups of customers with personalized marketing companies. The next one is reinforcement learning. Teachers and agents to make decision in environment by rewarding good actions and punishing bad ones. We can see one example of reinforcement learning is game planning AI. Reinforcement learning can use it to train an agent to play a video game. The game agent receives rewards for making good moves and penalties for making bad ones. Over time, the agents learn to make better decisions and expand more. And last one is deep learning. Use natural networks to learn complex representations of data. An example of deep learning is image recognition. Deep learning can be used to train neural network to recognize objects in image. The network learns to recognize features of an object such as edge, color, shapes, and use those features to make predictions about new images. Okay guys, I conclude my presentations. Today we learned different types of learning method in artificial intelligence. I hope you guys understand. That's all guys. Thank you.